Hello everyone, this is MechaChewbacca13 here, aka Wyatt, and I am doing a CCL battle today for y'all. And this is going up on the CCL official channel because I do not have a channel of my own. However, there are some other people on the CCL who do have channels, and you should go in the description and look them all up because they are very good people and they have some very good battles of their own. Now today, people, we are facing the Pasadena Palpitoads, aka Hakeem or West Artist on Twitter. And he is bringing a Torterra, Togekiss, Snorlax, Lucario, Delphox, and a Garchomp. Very threatening team. And I am bringing a Gyarados, Sandslash, Entei, Clefable, Jellicent, and an Aggron. Very, very bulky team. But the battle starts off with me leading with Gyarados, and I did not expect him to lead with a Torterra. Now, at first I thought, okay, he's just going to set up rocks, and as I did in my team builder, I set up a sub, and my prediction was correct, and he just go ahead and sets up some stealth rocks. Now, this is where I begin to get a little cheeky. I start to D-dance, and I honestly thought Torterra was very frail. I forgot that this thing is actually very bulky. And he surprises me with Wood Hammer. And I knew that I'd do over 25% because it's neutral and stab and it's a Torterra. I didn't think this thing would be extremely powerful, but it lives the waterfall. And well, not only that, it was a crit and it lived. And then he brings me down with Wood Hammer. This thing is a god. I highly underestimated Torterra. That was a mistake. So I say, screw it, he's got rocks up, I need to get rid of this, and I send out Sandslash. Now Sandslash is sashed, so I can automatically just rapid spin what's over my face. Now I know that this thing is going to be physical, and is going to be bulky and a problem. So I knock off, and he EQs, and it does nothing. I was so happy. I get to spin out the rocks, because screw you, my Entei's not taking 25% health, and he Brick Breaks. I don't know why he has Brick Break, probably for the Aggron, but it also does nothing. And at this point, I just say screw it and set up my own rocks, because I wanted to hurt both this thing and the Delphox, because they are problems. Now this thing's already in the air with an air balloon. I don't know why he has air balloon on this thing, but yeah, I guess because Roost. But I predicted something and went into Aggron, which it eats that Dazzling Gleam, and I'm Mega, because I'm max HP. I think I can eat an Air Slash or whatever this thing wants to do with me. I forgot this thing gets Heat Wave. I didn't know. Not only that, but Serene Grace. Not that it matters, because this thing outspeeds me, but I thought I could just curse up and resist anything, but no. This thing's gonna destroy my life. So yeah. So I'm burned, just sitting here, can't do anything. Aggron, no priority, and it reveals the Aura Sphere. Now, that's gonna do nothing to almost anybody else. So yeah. And Aggron goes down, unfortunately. Then I bring out Itachi, the bulky scarfed Entei, because why not? And this thing, I love Entei. Look at this. Look at the double-edged sword that is Serene Grace. I get a flinch with the Iron Head. And I was hoping for another, but it doesn't happen. But this is why I ran bulky Entei. Look how little that does. And since I'm Scarf, I outspeed and take him out. I was so happy with Entei. I was very scared of this Togekiss. I was very scared of it. So he decides to bring out Bertha, the Snorlax, and I swap back out into Sandslash because he can do nothing to this thing. I was honestly just gonna sack it off, but he just EQs and Sandslash eats it. I EQ, and I'm very pleasantly surprised with how much damage that did. It's almost max attack, adamant, and Sandslash lives. a second EQ, and I kill a Snorlax with the Sand Slash. That just like made my day right there. I was so scared of the Snorlax. It was such a threat. And of course the Lucario is going to come out here, floating with an air balloon and Bullet Punch. Of course Sand Slash is going to go down at that point, but it did what it needed to do. Got rid of rocks and set up Own, and it took out a Snorlax, which I wasn't preparing for. Now, Entei comes out here, and he E-speeds because he knows at this point that I'm Scarf because I outsped the freaking Togekiss. He gets a crit, and I Sacred Fire, which is just going to destroy this Lucario. It doesn't matter about your air balloon, dude. It doesn't matter. Now he sends out Delphox because it'll eat a Sacred Fire and it's not going to get burned. But those rocks are doing the damage. So I swap out into my special wall that is Shikamaru or Jellicent. Now he wishes up here. I was not expecting that, but I was grateful for it. I guess he was thinking I was going to do something. But he reveals the Power Herb Magician Solar Beam Delphox. And I was just like, oh, I'm about to lose Jellicent. But this thing is my special wall and completely ate it. Now, however, he did steal my leftovers. But I'm just like, he's going to Solar Beam again, so I'm just going to set up here. And, yeah, he heals from the friggin' Wish and begins absorbing Light. And I click Recover, of course. And apparently it's like a speed tie, or I'm not completely sure. But I recover first, and then he lands the Solar Beam. Actually, no, I do think the Jellicent does that speed. So that does half, and I chose to Scald. I honestly should have recovered just to be safe, but oh well. I believe I recover next turn, and Delphox is gonna eat my leftovers. Now he decides to go for the Stab Psychic, which does a good amount considering I'm a special wall. And I just recover just cause. And you guys will learn here in a second why I Acid Armored turn 1 with this thing. I love Jellicent. It's just so fat. I'm just gonna, yeah, at this point I'm just recovering off whatever damage it does, hoping he doesn't get the special D drop, because that would honestly suck. He's just gonna keep getting leftovers recovery. I'm surprised he didn't Wish at some point, honestly. But here is when I start just scalding this thing. I'm just like, you know what? I pretty much sealed the deal on this thing, unless the Scarchomp is just a ridiculous set that I can't handle. But I've got Clefable in the back, which has an AIDS set, by the way, an absolute AIDS set. Now, this is why I Acid Armored. This thing was intentionally my special wall, but I gave it Acid Armor because I didn't need anything else. And it did work. And then I did get some hacks here with the burn. Of course, I could have just swapped out into the Clefable at any time if I didn't burn. But I kind of just was like, I pretty much won this. I didn't even recover. I just scalded, risking the crit. But yeah, this was a done deal. And Hakeem, you did a really good battle. There was some really good predictions there, but I turned out on top, and that's all she wrote. I hope you guys had a good time. It was a very fun battle. I really enjoyed this a lot. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.